Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Layla. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the medical school interviews, specifically the question, why do you want to come to this university? And I think this is something that a lot of people overlook because it's too easy to kind of think, well, I know what course structure it's going to be, because that is definitely something that you should be thinking about, and get lost in that trap of just saying, well, I know that traditional teaching methods really work for me, but this is such an opportunity to show them kind of what you're going to bring to the table, why their university would suit you, but equally why you would suit them. So, you know, you can tell them about things that you're going to give back and all that kind of thing, and I'm going to talk about all of that. Before I jump in, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out more than you know. So yeah, please do that. So if you're gonna say that you really like the course structure, I would advise having a reason as to why you like the course structure. So I'm sure a lot of you know by now that there's so many different methods that universities have for teaching medicine. For example, there's the traditional way where it's kind of all the biomedical sciences in the first couple years, and then you go into clinical, and that's kind of preclinical, clinical, and that's what I think UCL, Oxbridge, that kind of vibe. For me, that's not something that I wanted to do because I've already done a degree in neuroscience, so I was a bit like, I don't really want to spend years doing essentially what I've done already and then go into the clinical stuff. For me, I think it would suit me better to have kind of a mixture from the get-go and then eventually just be purely clinical. And so that's kind of how I went about choosing my universities to apply to, as well as many other factors like UCAT score, but that's not for this video, that's for another day. So you could say something like you like the course structure, but it's not going to be overly impressive. It's not going to blow anyone's mind, and not that you have to blow everyone's mind at every station, particularly if you're in an MMI. It's just such a wasted opportunity if you don't take what preparation time you have and run with it, because, you know, if you're doing an MMI, a lot of stations are going to be things that you can't prepare for or can't prepare for in any depth, whereas a question like this you can. So do it. And say you want to give a combination of reasons as to why you want to go to that university. Other than traditional courses, there are also problem-based learning, case-based learning, you know, the kind of spiral staircase thing that Glasgow uses, which I'm really excited about, because they teach it system by system, and each system they have kind of physiology, pharmacology, anatomy, microbiology, all of it for that system, and you learn it all in first year and then again in second year at more detail. And then that works for me because I really like consolidation, and so being able to kind of revisit those and make sure that I really know my stuff is something that's really important to me. And that might be something that you want to talk about, you know, why PBL and case-based learning are good. Often universities now have a kind of a mix of them, and you can talk about how each of them suits you and your learning style and how you know that. So yeah, make sure you understand what the different types of courses are. So I'd say traditional, case-based learning, problem-based learning are the main ones. But it'll be one of the first things you see on the university website when you click on the medicine course. See if you can get your hands on like a course pamphlet or a course guide, or talk to someone that goes to that university. If you don't know anyone on the course, you can look people up on social media. I'm sure someone will be willing to talk to you about it and kind of tell you what they love about the uni. It's a bit cringe, but you know, it'll be worth it. And again, it's something you can state in your interview, that you spoke to someone that goes to the university and you really liked how passionate they were about XYZ and why that would suit you. So make it specific to you. So for example, maybe you went on a university tour of the medical facilities and you really liked all of the different resources that they have, and the, you know, dissection practice that they use, how they teach anatomy, for example. There are universities that use these really cool state-of-the-art like boards that have 3D models of anatomical figures. There are others that have embalmed specimens. There are others that have new types of dissection. And make sure you know which are specific to that uni, because it'll be something they're proud of. And so if you pick up on that, then that's definitely going to be something that they'll think, oh, okay, they've done their research. you really want to deep dive into that course. So this is a great thing about having a course prospectus or course guide, is that you can go and kind of look at the specific student selected components, SSCs, that they have. If you're really into like videography, for example, I know people that have gone and done documentaries on a specific topic that they found really interesting during their SSC, or gone and learned a language, or gone and learned about law and ethics and that kind of thing. And so different unis have different opportunities for you in terms of SSCs. So if it's a uni that has a lot of them, that's definitely something you can talk about. Maybe there's specific topics that you're interested about. Be specific, because it's going to show them that you know a lot about their uni and they're going to like that. For example, placement opportunities. At my old university, I studied in Aberdeen for my first degree, and the medics there had, one of their placements was in Inverness, which is way, way, way north in Scotland and very rural. And a lot of people really appreciated that opportunity to be able to go somewhere different. And I know that, I'm sure King's College, don't quote me on that, has a more rural placement as well. So if that's something you're interested in, bring it up. Talk about how you're excited to work with different demographics and see different areas and that kind of thing. Electives. One of the things that drew me to Glasgow was the fact that they've got 2 elective periods, both at the end of 3rd and 4th year, and I just thought, oh my god, my head's spinning with the thought of all these different places I could go to and potentially be my usual roaming, travelling, wandering self in a different country while still doing something towards my university degree. But yeah, if you're a university, I think most have an elective period. Mention that. Does that uni have any societies that would particularly be exciting for you? There are some really weird niche ones. I'm pretty sure at Aberdeen there was a Quidditch society. Maybe you really, really want to chase that golden snitch. Like, oh, there are societies for everything. And for me, I play French horn. I can't be at university not in an orchestra, and I know that Glasgow has a really solid orchestra that tours every year, and I'm really excited to get involved with that. That's something I could mention in an interview. You know, do they have student ambassadors? Are you looking to be a class rep? And is that something that they offer? Do you see yourself volunteering at open days? Are you going to fundraise and raise awareness for the university's course? Like, there's any number of things that you can talk about that is going to be contributing to the community at that uni, and they will appreciate that greatly if you mention that. And so yeah, another short one, but hope it's been helpful in some way, shape or form. If it has, I would really appreciate a like, comment and or subscribe, ideally all 3. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.